Alan Hunter hasn't played in the Ipswich first team for 15 months, but the 35-year-old former Northern Ireland international centre-half was rushed across from East Anglia this afternoon because of Ipswich's mounting problems with injury and illness. Hunter faces the in-form scoring touch of Terry McDermott on the left and Ian Rush, who provided the 2-goal cushion for Liverpool at Portman Road in the first leg, and who repeated the dose here in the First Division on Saturday. Bob Paisley was able to write out an unchanged team for the 6th successive game. It's a side whose performances since the turn of the year can be measured in superlatives. David Johnson is again the substitute. All these selection difficulties have rested with Bobby Robson. The emergency call for Hunter went out when Kevin Steggles woke up this morning with conjunctivitis. Ipswich, remember, already without their 2 regular central defenders, Russell Osman and Terry Butcher, so John Walk will again play at the back. Paul Mariner is also unfit, so Alan Brazil, who was left out in a tactical change on Saturday, he's recalled, and there's also a place for Kevin O'Callaghan. Ipswich Town facing not only a 2-goal deficit, but tradition against them as well. They've never won here at Anfield in any competition. Ipswich in the white shorts, and Liverpool attacking the goal to the left in the first half. With Alan Hansen, already McDermott was off on one of those runs of his. And it's back from Steve McCall. The referee tonight is Lester Shapter from Torquay, refereeing for the first time at Anfield. O'Callaghan. McMills back in midfield, having played left back here on Saturday. Burley. Here's Gates, trying to turn Hansen. And Ipswich get the corner. Through the endeavours of Eric Gates. Muren will take it. Walk and Brazil on the far post, where they've been joined by Burley. And it's Burley who makes contact, and it was half a chance for Eric Gates. Opportunities for Ipswich here on Saturday came his way. And it dropped to Gates from Burley's challenge, but the volley was wide. Bruce Scrobelaar, who's not been beaten in the last 5 games. Brazil, Tyson goes down, and in such a way that the referee gives Ipswich the free kick. Tyson fell awkwardly and has stayed down. After Lawrenson here had met it with the header, Tyson had a touch. Came back for Lawrenson. Tyson was going in again and stretched. And that was clearly when the damage was done. And it's at the moment looking like another chapter in the injury disasters for Ipswich. Tyson clearly still discomforted. Mills then with the free kick. Burley in again. Burley scurrying back to cover as Liverpool break down his flank with the pace of Rush, which is considerable. Looking for Whelan, and now McDermott. A philosophical look as a chance passes him by. But Ipswich were in trouble because Burley wasn't covered as he'd gone forward. Rush played it in, Whelan got a touch, and McDermott missed the opening. McDermott, who got the critical opening goal in the 2 other meetings in the past 8 days between the 2 sides. Ipswich Labour on now with 10 men at the moment. Hence Tyson has gone off for treatment. Dalglish. Here's Lee. Souness. In from Neil. Dalglish. And Cooper had to be safe. Perhaps half thought of making the catch, as Dalglish looped the header on target. Cooper palmed it to safety. McDermott. This is Alan Kennedy. And Dalglish arriving. Tyson still limping up and down the touchline. Bobby Robson down there too, from his seat in the stand to inspect the damage. And they must shortly make a decision. Meanwhile, here's Lee for Liverpool, staying onside. Walk climbing well, and then helped on by Gates. Hanson lost his bearing for a moment, and it gave O'Callaghan the yard that he needed. He takes on Kennedy. He didn't have the extra gear. And Ipswich have decided to bring on Robin Turner for Franz Tyson, with only 12 minutes played. Turner has gone into midfield. Lee checking. Souness. Souness again. Hanson looking to play it with Dalglish, and now McDermott. It caught him unawares when it finally arrived. Calculated build-up by Liverpool, ending with the pass aimed at McDermott. Here's O'Callaghan. Well, he sets the sights, and Grobbelaar had to be sure, because Gates was following in. This is Lee. Into the feet of Rush, who recovered even though his first touch wasn't sure. Although the shot wasn't well struck, in some ways it typified the strengths of Ian Rush, who has such speed to assert himself, but on the left foot he didn't get the power. Burley. Throw is given to Liverpool. The news on Franz Tyson, for whom Robin Turner's come on, is that it's a badly swollen right ankle, and he's going to hospital for an X-ray. O'Callaghan offering the hand of apology for the foul on Souness, but partly removed the right boot. McDermott, aware of Lee's position. Whelan's gone to the near post. He was beaten to it by George Burley. The determination coming from Souness to keep Liverpool in the hunt. And put in by Ian Rush. The goal is given. But Souness had competed for it and stays down hurt. Dalglish kept going. It was the simplest of chances for Rush. It's his 20th of the season. But Souness in trouble with the injury caused by his part in the goal. It's 1-0 here and 3-0 to Liverpool on aggregate. Well, it was a mountain for Ipswich at the start, and now it's Everest. And Ian Rush in the richest of goal-scoring veins. Gates now, can he turn here and manufacture something? He turned well too. And it was good handling from Grobbelaar as Brazil closed in. Gates, who's such a threat with his back to the goal, turned Lawrenson. Grobbelaar was down positively. Now Rush, and again not wasting any time. A player who's been encouraged by Bob Paisley to be more selfish in front of goal. As the half-time whistle goes, Liverpool kept their discipline in case Ipswich mounted a threat in the early part of his second leg, and then went forward with Ian Rush after 26 minutes to stretch the aggregate lead to 3-0, and Ipswich, of course, hampered by yet another injury, this time to Franz Tyce. At half-time here at Anfield, it's Liverpool 1, Ipswich Town 0. We'll be right back with the second half. Welcome back to Anfield with the League Cup holders about to kick off the second half with 1 foot across the threshold into the final again, leading by 3-0 on aggregate. One of those coming here in the first half from Ian Rush. Liverpool looking to extend a run of 53 consecutive cup ties here without defeat. A run that goes back to 1974. Here's Mills for Ipswich. Who have the dilemma, really, of going forward in some numbers to try and make some inroads into the deficit, and risking getting ripped apart at the back if they do so. McDermott. Here's Lee. McDermott having more problem, I think, with the positioning of the referee than the arrival of the pass, but he's wriggled out with a corner to his credit. Whelan is poised way on the far side of the goal to make a run. And the header from Dalglish, who was also left completely unmarked. And well may Ipswich hang their heads. Look at the space Dalglish was allowed here. It was a case of pick your spot. Within 2 minutes at the start of the second half. And Ipswich left their concentration in the dressing room. Kenny Dalglish, who's had a splendid record over his seasons with Liverpool in the League Cup. It's his 22nd League Cup goal. Dalglish again. Mills toiling forward. Hanson lengthens his stride. Liverpool may well be in the mood for an exhibition now. It was Rush whose control let him down. Hansen. Kennedy. Breaks though for Whelan. And it came off Muren for Whelan. And it dipped, and nearly dipped under the bar. Whelan enjoyed the moment. Cooper was left anxious by it. He got past John Walk. It looked as though it was going too high. It dipped dramatically. Just over. Ipswich that the front players continue to draft and hold the ball up to relieve some of the pressure. Here's Mills. Walk. Turner ahead of Burley. Mills letting it run for Muren. Here's Burley. Keeper Gates on the near post. And hooked back by Gates. The header from O'Callaghan. Off the bar. Turner. And Grobbelaar. It came so easily to him, he almost dropped it. But Ipswich must feel that they're fated not to score against Liverpool. They hit the post on Saturday. And Kevin O'Callaghan with that looping header, robbed by the crossbar. When Turner drove it back, it was easy for Grobbelaar. McDermott back left it to Souness, which allowed Hunter to get the tackle in. But McDermott is clear, and the ball ran for him. No! He was turning away to celebrate a goal that never was. And Ipswich finally can bring it clear. McDermott might be a little bit annoyed with himself for not following it in, because he'd got it past Cooper, but McCall hadn't given it up. And as McDermott judged the angle and then saw it come out, McCall scrambled it away. Liverpool now totally relaxed, totally in control, and reaping all the hard work, really, that was put in at Portman Road. Rush couldn't make it, but Whelan can. And Rush. Now Whelan, Dalglish. It won't settle for the shot, it will from McDermott. Brilliant save. To thwart McDermott. Liverpool bided their time again. Terry McDermott with real power, and how about that for a save from Cooper? Corner work short. In from Lee, away from Mills. Ipswich having problems just working it to safety. Call. It's played as a through ball. Harrison read it rather better. Now Turner. Looks for Brazil and finds him. Burley full of running. Going Going outside Brazil to good effect. And in from Gates. And at last Ipswich find a way through. A splendid goal it was too. Through the efforts of Burley, who produced a tremendous cross. Look at the ground George Burley covered here. Was found by the pass by Brazil, and Gates was in there to finish it off. So the score here is Liverpool 2, Ipswich 1, 4-1 on aggregate. And with more than a touch of irony, the cock chant, "What's it like to score a goal?" Brazil. Neil kept his eye on the ball, but it's McCall. And seeing the difference a goal has made to Ipswich here, one wonders how this League Cup semi-final would have gone if Ipswich had scored first at Portman Road. So fine is the balance in football. Lawrence in with a positive challenge. O'Callaghan. Away from Neil. McCall. Here's Muir. And now Burley. This time using Turner. Muir. O'Callaghan. It's Liverpool's turn to funnel back in numbers, one of whom was Lawrenson. McDermott's header. Going astray. Mills, now Gates. Turner gets a touch, almost putting Brazil in here. Tries to work it onto the right foot and it's in. Well, how extraordinary. Ipswich score again. Brazil was determined to find a way past Hansen. It just nicked the near post. And Ipswich must be thinking, if only this had happened earlier. There are 10 minutes remaining. Ipswich have pulled the score back here to 2-2. But those two goals at Portman Road remain all important, and they were in Liverpool's favour. Kennedy. Rush goes down.
He has led Villa to their first championship for 71 years. He's moved around Oxford United, Norwich, Manchester City, then Aston Villa, where he said he wanted to finish his career. He really hasn't gone out of his way to make friends since he arrived at Villa Park back in '74, but he's managed to survive a series of bitter boardroom disputes. Saunders took Villa out of the second division and won the League Cup in 1975. He was also manager of the year that year. There was another League Cup triumph 2 years later. Villa started last season as 33-1 outsiders for the title. They hit the top in early October and surprised many people by staying there right through the season, playing simple and very exciting football.
Make any sort of contribution. Neil. Here's Johnson. broke in strongly. It's certainly been a comeback in the second half by Ipswich. It's not going to take them to Wembley in the League Cup final. It'll lift their spirits for the visit to Shrewsbury on Saturday. Whelan. Souness. Encouraged to shoot by the crowd. He's had a spell this season, Graham Souness. His shots from just that sort of range brought the best out of visiting goalkeepers. On that occasion, didn't trouble Cooper. Dalglish. Whelan's gone to the near post. Johnson was behind him. There was no one behind Johnson except Robin Turner. Into the final minute of this League Cup semi-final second leg. Well, this second leg had a sting in the tail as Ipswich recovered some of their pride with the late goals from Gates and Brazil. But Liverpool go through to the final of the League Cup on March the 13th by virtue, really, of the hard work that they put in the first leg at Portman Road. A final score, 2-2 here on the night. Liverpool go to Wembley for the final of the League Cup, 4-2 on aggregate.
Certainly Liverpool have been in great form under their new skipper Graham Souness, and Elton Wellesby spoke to him after the game.
It was most unexpected, Graham, when Ipswich got back to 2-2. Were you worried at all at that stage?
Yeah, obviously, I thought we'd done quite well first half without sort of playing as well as we did on the Saturday. We got ourselves 2-0 up just after half-time. And then, I don't know what came into us, but we suddenly found ourselves 2-0 up, 4-0 up over the two games. I think complacency crept in. We've had a rollicking off the manager, and I think deservedly so. So hopefully it's a wee bit of a warning for our games to come in the future, starting with Saturday at Chelsea.
Did you find it hard to lift the tempo today, having a two-goal?
Yeah, well, we, without sounding too arrogant, we did find it easy second half. I mean, they gave us a lot of space to play in, and our build-up became a lot slower. And I think because of that, we became a wee bit more complacent at the back and let them in with one or two chances. Well, I don't know, we're there, Elton. We're the only team there at the moment, so we must have done something right.
Say, not many teams get a rollicking for reaching Wembley, do they?
Yeah, but not many have got a manager like we have.
Well, Liverpool through to Wembley at any rate.